Sagittarius. We are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys. Sagittarius, Sag. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, Sag, let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh. This is the third reading I'm doing today. Everyone's gotten the King of Swords so far. Oh, I meant to say the Knight of Swords. All right, so let's see. We're going to get some oracle cards out for you guys. These, I don't have a placement for the oracle cards. They're just kind of like living there. So, all right, you guys have V, victory in some endeavor. That's awesome. And then you have basket, recognition, reward for merit. Wait, Sag, this is awesome. And then you guys have pineapple, reconciliation. Okay. So victory in some endeavor, recognition, reward for merit, and then reconciliation. So far, that seems pretty awesome. So, all right, let's see what's going on here, Sag. So you guys have the Knight of Swords. This is showing up for your current energy. I feel like there's maybe something you're like friggin' motivated by, or there's a sense of like maybe being like, I can do this right now, or I don't know, something like that, okay? Maybe feeling kind of excited, or there's something that you're wanting to put forward, that kind of stuff. I do feel, this is, I mean, I got to tell you, this Knight of Swords is giving me the energy of being like, dude, I'm going to be victorious. Like, this is happening, that kind of stuff, all right? I almost want to say you're about to like crack the case. I don't know what the case is, but I don't know. That's what I'm feeling here. So, okay, you have the Three of Wands in your environment. I feel like this is somebody who is waiting for something. Okay, that kind of stuff, maybe waiting for a response from you, or I don't know, waiting for something to see what is coming in, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like, I kind of feel like this is exciting. So, all right, for your challenge, you guys have the Three of Pentacles. All right, Three of Pentacles for the challenge. Maybe you had to like at the last moment switch up your plan in some sense, that kind of stuff, okay? I also wonder if maybe this is like, you know, you have this basket, recognition, reward for merit. Maybe the challenge here is like somebody's still waiting to see something, or you know, that kind of stuff. That could be something that is like maybe presenting as a little bit of a challenge. I also wonder if you're looking for something here and it's like, I can't find it, that kind of stuff. But I do feel like this Knight of Swords, again, there's like a determination in some level to find whatever this is, okay? That kind of stuff. All right. Maybe there's somebody who's not exactly thrilled about something that you're putting forward here too. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's up with that, but I'm getting that. Or there's like confusion, or being like, wait, is that the right thing? Or I don't know. Let's see. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is showing up as your opportunity. I think you have the opportunity to be successful. I mean, not for nothing, you have this victory in some endeavor here, that kind of stuff, okay? Knight of Swords, and then you have this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's like, yep, and now you're getting like the rewards for something, or you're able to prove to yourself that you can do a particular thing, probably something that's not that easy, okay, that kind of thing. Or this is something that you've had to wait for, all right, having to wait for something, that kind of stuff. Or maybe this is somebody in, yeah, it's either something that you're waiting for something in your environment, or there's somebody around you who's waiting for something from you, okay, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here. Sagittarius. Sag. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right, Sag. So we're gonna, this spread's a little bit different this week. All right. So we're gonna get into your challenge and opportunity and see what else we can get about that. We're also gonna use another deck to clarify. So let's just see what's up. I'm going to pull two from here. Sorry, Sag. Hold on. Whoa. I'm not going to take that. Three of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So let's see. With the Three of, well, God, geez, what the, sorry, Sag, I'm like all over the place. So, okay, so you guys have number 5, affair, and this is showing up for your challenge. Okay, so this affair card, this is like this is a good thing. Okay, this is like a get together, that kind of stuff. Okay, a happy occasion, that type of situation. All right, that's what this energy is indicative of. So, all right, you have it with the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here. So, all right, maybe there was like a plan put together, okay, or there was a group of some sort trying to get something up and running, that kind of stuff, okay. I don't know. There's something here that maybe it's like that plan was not put forward, or that project was not worked on in some sense, okay. I understand maybe feeling a little bit nervous, maybe being in a particular group, that kind of thing, or I don't know. There's something here that was maybe it's like needing to work on something, or needing to work, I want to say work on the entrance of something, or I don't know, something like that, okay. That kind of stuff might be showing up as a challenge. Maybe there's even a reconciliation that is even showing up as a possible challenge here, okay? Maybe there was supposed to be like a reuniting of something, or getting back together in some sense, and maybe that did not happen for one reason or another, okay? I wonder if maybe the challenge was that you were having to work on maybe something that's personal, or working on something that's like a passion project, or the way something physically looked, you were trying to figure something out in that capacity, all right? That kind of stuff, that could be something here. All right. I also wonder if maybe like in a group setting, or something that, again, you were kind of like working on in some sense here. I wonder if something like slowed down, or there was, I don't know, something turning into something larger than it needed to be in some sense. I'm not really sure exactly what's up with that, but let's see. So, all right. Okay. So you have, you know what? I'm going to read your spread a little bit differently than I did for the other signs I read for today, but that's all right, Sag. So, okay, you have the Three of Cups, and this is showing up for like what you're not able to control about this challenge here. So, all right, I mean, I got to tell you, Affair and the Three of Cups here, I don't know. You know what this is almost making me think of? This is almost making me think of maybe there is somebody at a workplace that you're feeling like threatened by in some sense, that kind of stuff. Okay, no judgment. We've all been there. All right, that might be part of whatever this is. And I also wonder if there's just like social anxiety, okay? You have Affair showing up for your challenge, and then you have the Three of Cups showing up for what you're not able to control here. Certainly it could be that maybe you're wanting to work on something by yourself, or you're feeling like something is not ready to be shown, or whatever it is, and it might be like, yeah, I know, but it's happening now, or this needs to be, we need to, I don't know, this is being shown, it has to happen now, or whatever the heck it is, all right? A time crunch of something, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. I also want to say double meanings, okay? So I almost want to say this might have to do with this Affair card, this whole double meaning thing, that kind of situation. I would say definitely check all your placements for this kind of reading if something is like not sitting right with you, or something about that, all right? That kind of stuff. So, all right, you have the, I think this reconciliation might be showing up in like your challenge position here, okay? Because it's like, again, Affair twice. It's like there was like a reconciliation, or like kind of coming back together, but then I feel like that was like short-lived or something like that. So you have the Ace of Swords. This is showing up as what you can control. I feel like you can control whatever information or idea or something that you overheard or know about, or something that you can like, it's like you can spot something like that. I feel like that is in your control, is breaking communication in some sense, okay, that kind of stuff, maybe speaking up about a certain thing, that kind of stuff, or letting somebody else be aware of something that maybe they're feeling kind of weird about, or that they are waiting for this particular information, whatever it is, that kind of stuff, okay? There might be excitement, but it's like anticipation. When is this happening? When is this happening? Or what is this going to mean? What's this going to bring back? That kind of stuff, all right? That might be part of whatever it is. Definitely understanding like what, like one person would understand something this way and you understand something another way. I don't know. Okay, something like that. So you have the High Priestess. This is showing up for the next steps to take. I'm pretty sure Leo just got that same card in the same placement. So, all right, High Priestess for next steps to take. I got to tell you, I feel like this is like, who cares what anyone thinks? That's what I'm feeling, okay? That, I don't know, that's really kind of what I'm understanding here. I also wonder if there's maybe something about like not saying something until something makes its way to somebody else, or until you hear back from somebody, or until communication is broken, something about that, all right? That might be part of whatever's going on here. I also want to say maybe looking at something like really deeply, like a really deep dive into something, but I got to tell you, I almost feel like the Six of Wands, well, not for nothing. I mean, you have victory in some endeavor, and then recognition, reward for merit. Like I kind of, with these two energies, I know you have the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles out here, but I kind of understand this as like the Six of Wands, and it might be like, hey, whatever it is that you're like getting attention for or putting forward, maybe not everyone's gonna friggin' love that, or maybe not everybody would like do that particular thing. I feel like it's like, who cares? Like, as long as you are doing, as long as you know what you're doing here, and that there's, you know, just because not everyone like loves what you're doing, or not everyone is like maybe like even being like a cheerleader for you in some sense, it's like, you know, who cares? Like, just keep moving forward. Like, listen to your own, maybe your own inner guidance, that kind of stuff. And there might be an energy here of maybe there's somebody in particular, if there's somebody who's like meddling in some situation and making you feel like, I don't know, like not so sure of yourself, then I would say maybe this is going silent on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Certainly could be. Okay. Especially with this Ace of Swords here, this might be like, that might be what it is. It's like you can kind of control like when a particular announcement is made, or when communication is like, has a breakthrough of some sort, you know, that kind of stuff. Or when like the truth is discovered about something. You guys might like music lyrics, okay? All right, so let's see. You guys have rebellion. This is showing up for your opportunity. So excellent. Rebellion for your opportunity. Sagittarius, I don't think this should be a huge problem for you. So, all right, you have the Nine of Cups. We already talked about that. So you have the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Swords. So two nines, all right, back to back here. And this is, again, showing up for your opportunity. So I think you have a chance to rebel in some sense that you're going to, well, okay, you're going to have to do something kind of hard here, or there's going to be a situation that you have the opportunity to maybe prove your skills, to push yourself through something that you feel like is just never ending or has been providing you with stress. This might be, the rebellion might be like, you know what, screw it. I'm going off on my own. I'm going to go silent too, or I'm not going to let you into my emotional world, or something about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to share my vision with you, whatever the heck it is. All right. That kind of stuff. I understand that. So yeah, rebellion, it could be that it's just like, you know, you have the opportunity to either rebel against what maybe somebody is anticipating for you to do a particular thing here, and you might have the opportunity to like totally surprise them and be like, well, I'm rebelling against that. I'm doing something different, you know, that kind of stuff. Or it's like, I'm doing this in like my own way. I'm doing this in my own way, that kind of stuff. All right. I actually kind of really like this, Sagittarius, and I think that this is like really friggin' good energy for you. So, all right, you have the Magician card, and this is showing up as like your skills. So you have the skills to manifest something, to create something. I want to say to make something out of nothing, that kind of stuff. Okay. You know, that type of energy. I also think that you have the skills of being like, I am so damn sure that I can get this up and running, or you either have a whole bunch of resources that you can use, or you are somebody who is like, you can do anything. It's like, yeah, I don't know, like you're just, I want to say that you're able to put things together, that kind of stuff. Maybe, again, able to manifest something, create something, that kind of stuff. And I also want to say that there's something about you being able to bring your ideas or whatever it is down to reality, to really manifest them and put like friggin' action behind them, which I think you're already in the energy of doing with this Knight of Swords. All right, so you have the Sun card. This is showing up for possible help. This could just be, the help here could just be being friggin' happy, okay? Being happy for one reason or another, or this could be the help is in you exposing something, getting attention, that kind of stuff. That could be the help. You know what I'm saying? Shedding light on something, that kind of stuff, okay? All right, that might have something to do with it here. Even doing something that is like, maybe like a childhood dream, or doing something that is like, that just makes you feel friggin' like, optimistic, happy, blissful, whatever the heck it is. Like there's something about that. Or this is maybe even like, maybe your own children, if you have kids, I don't know, maybe like your kids, you know, they can help in some capacity, or, you know, whatever the heck this is, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. So let's see. So you have the reverse tower, and this is showing up for the next steps to take here. So I think that this is a surprise maybe to somebody else. I'm not exactly sure that it's a shock to you. This might even be kind of waiting for the moment for somebody else to have a realization, you know, that kind of stuff, or for somebody else to, to have some sort of realization here, you know. I would also say maybe this could also, and this is like, of course, depending on what it is that you're dealing with here, maybe this is to act surprised about something that maybe you're not really surprised about, okay? Like, be like, oh my God, I had no idea, but it's like, you did know, you know, something like that. So, all right, let's see what else we can get for your challenge and your opportunity. Sagittarius, Sag. I got to tell you, maybe there's a Leo person too that could help you with this, because for your challenge, like you have this affair card, it is a Leo card, and then you have the Sun card here, which is also Leo, so that could definitely have something to do with something here, okay? Or somebody in your family, okay, that kind of thing. Or there's the Sun card again, maybe somebody's father or mother, okay, that kind of thing. I think you're supposed to actually look up at something. I don't know, guys. Maybe you're going to a planetarium. That'd be cool. Whoa. I don't know. All right. Okay, so let's see what's going on. All right. Look, I like that. Reverse 5 of Cups at the bottom. Excellent. So, okay, back to your challenge. So, again, this is with this number 5 affair card. So, you have the 3 of Cups and you have it with the Queen of Pentacles showing up as what you're not able to control here, okay? So, I kind of feel like this is maybe somebody planning something for you, and maybe there's like, you can't control that, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Actually, I'm very much so getting that energy here, okay? I think there is maybe something where somebody else is planning something, that kind of stuff. What I'll even say is, you know what I want to say with this? I wonder if there's something where it's like the challenge or like what you're not able to control is maybe somebody wants to have a get together, but they're like, dude, the way like my house is, or the way, so I don't know, something about that, there just might be something in that, okay? Like for me, and I don't mean like a messy house. I never care about that, okay? I much more care about your personality than like if you put your dishes away. But like my house is like really friggin' small, so it's like hard in many different ways. But that, I don't know, so that's just like a little example. That might be something there, okay? That kind of thing. All right, or again, like, you know, having somebody else kind of like taking care of something that maybe you're wanting to more so put together, or I don't know, or at the very least, maybe there's just some type of like get together that you're just feeling a little bit like uncomfortable with, okay? Or feeling like kind of not grounded in some way here, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. You have the Ace of Swords, and then you have it with the 9 of Wands here, and this is showing up for what you are able to control. So I feel like what you are able to control is the stop of information, okay? The stop of some information, or you're able to control. It's like, I'll say this much up until this point, that kind of stuff. It's like safeguarding information. Like, I'm definitely understanding that. Maybe this has to do with the internet for some of you guys, but I do understand like what you are able to control is like putting forth something that, again, that you're like, this is my boundary, or this is my this is what I don't compromise about. This is the thing that I will, like, you have to stay back from this thing. You have to give some space, or you know what I'm saying? Something about that, okay? That might be part of whatever this is. So you have the High Priestess, and you have it with the 6 of Pentacles here. This is showing up for your next step. So yes, that's what I was saying. I do feel like this is like your next steps involve whether you want to let somebody know where it is that you're placing your next move or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can whether you want to share your vision, share your inner world, that kind of stuff with another person, or whether you do not want to do that, okay? I even understand exchanging intuitive messages on some level. Maybe that's something that it's like that you have the opportunity to do that, or doing that might make you feel more at ease with whatever this is here, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. You have the Magician, and then you have it with the reverse Hermit here, and this is showing up for this. So this is for your opportunity with this Rebellion card here. All right, so this is showing up as your skills here. So yes, again, you definitely have the skills to, I want to say, listen, if you've gone through this whole energy of hold on, I have 2 stories here. If you're typically somebody who's very much in your inner world anyway, okay, you might be an introvert, that kind of stuff. That might be something that, you know, I don't know, that's who you are, that kind of thing. It might be that your skills for whatever this is might be kind of manifesting something, or kind of creating something so that you are feeling more safe being out in the open, or safe sharing a particular thing that maybe is an inner truth, or something that an inner struggle, okay? Something that, Sag, I got to tell you, I feel like there's a lot more going on behind the surface here, okay? I really do. I don't know that everybody would be super aware about this. I think you keep a lot of stuff to yourself in order to put on like a brave face, that kind of stuff, because I am almost getting like putting on a brave face with these two energies here. But I also do understand that this about like taking action to bring yourself out of a situation where maybe it's like, okay, I would be more comfortable like kind of being by myself or being alone, that kind of stuff. But it's like pushing yourself to, again, like out of your comfort zone, that kind of stuff, okay? I definitely, I feel that energy, and I feel like that's something that you do know how to do, or that you're skilled in that way, okay? That kind of stuff. I also feel like you are skilled in understanding maybe what somebody else needs when they're not able to maybe even speak that for themselves, okay? Something like that. I think you have a really strong skill in that. And I think it's really important to you too. So you have the Sun card with the King of Cups, and this is showing up as possible help. Okay, so yes, I feel like you have help because, or the help that is, that I want to say that you can provide, okay? Maybe somebody else is providing this, but I feel like this is you guys really, really like, you just have this attitude of being like, I know this is going to work. And I also think that you're able to put your own emotions on the back burner to be a sounding board for somebody else. Okay. That kind of stuff. That could be a blessing and a curse. I'll tell you that right now. But you know, there's something about that. You might even be letting somebody else know maybe what your boundaries are in some capacity, or something about that, okay? I do understand that, you know? And I feel like there is this energy of being like, I need some time for myself, but I don't want to like, I don't want that to stress out somebody else, or feeling kind of like guilty even for wanting to do something just for you, or something kind of like that you're putting together by yourself, or is like, you know, like your little side project or something like that, okay? That kind of stuff. I also feel like, I don't know, somebody might give you a really friggin' like a nice compliment, like at like the perfect time, like right when you need it, or something like that, okay? Or there might be a particular person here who just like instantly makes you feel like seen, heard, validated, that kind of stuff, all right? That's awesome. So with the Tower reversed, you guys have the Temperance card, and this is again showing up for like the next steps forward for this opportunity here. So yeah, I don't know that this is like a major surprise. I think if anything, this is like kind of understanding when to, I want to say like when to get out of something and when to like not, like when you should address something and when you shouldn't. It's like, when should I push this issue to the point where now it's going to be like, there's no other option but to freaking acknowledge whatever is going on here, okay? That, or it's like, yeah, the next steps are to like, again, maybe really, really kind of take care of something before something like tilts in a way where it's like, we can't come back from this, or something like that, okay? That kind of stuff. This might even be something about like telling somebody like the particular time of something, or or it's like the next steps is to like understand that something is absolutely in divine timing, like ultra synchronous, synchronous, I don't know how to say that. All right, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. So all right, okay, so that's what I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.